Hello everyone. So we now come to the last tricky one, that is RAD, the calculation of RAD. So you have this is like again one more video in the playlist that is there. So the link to the playlist will be coming up in the end of this video. So please see that. And those who are directly jumping to this video, I request you to start from the beginning, and this is almost to the end of the playlist. So here what we are now to do is to find RAD. Now we will change the program a little bit. In fact, I'll introduce a new function. So let's call that function as delta to star. See, if I have three quantities and I want to convert them delta to star. So already the formula I had given in one of the earlier videos. So how that formula comes and all, I mentioned there is a video that you should refer to that also, which whenever I make that video, I will send you that link. But let's get to the formula. Okay, so if there are three values I, j, k in delta connection, then the resistance will be I multiplied by j, and for the same reason which I explained earlier, I'll add 1.0 just to convert into decimal, divided by I plus j plus k. So again, if you had been following the videos in this list, you will know what this formula is. So if I give this, then the output will be the equivalent star connected resistance of it. Okay, now let's come to the main thing, that is RAD. Now for calculating RAD for this, so let's simplify a little bit. This 560 and 820 are in series, so let's imagine that there is a equivalent resistance in that. So let's define that as R1. Okay, so small r1. So I'll define it as parallel combination of 560 and 820. So this should work. Next, that R1, imagine that R1 is here. Now that R1 and 100 and 68 will form delta, because B connected to D with 100, D connected to C with 68, and C connected to B with R1. So this becomes a delta. So the delta I will convert into a star. When I convert that into star, I get a particular resistance like this. I think I'll to make it understand better, I'll open my paint program. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so I'll just draw the diagram here. So what I was just telling, this BC will become equivalent, so there will be an equivalent here that we are calling as R1, and there is 100 here, and then there is 168 here. Okay, so this is basically a delta. So this is, although I write them in the same line B, C, D, it's a delta. So so what is the rest of the circuit? Okay, so the rest of the circuit is 220. So this point is A, and here I'll get I think I should draw it in the form of a delta so that it is easy to understand. So I have D here, this is 100, this is B, and this is C, this is 68. So again, if you had seen my handwritten videos in the earlier part of the playlist, you will be easy to follow. It will be easy to follow for you. Now whatever is the equivalent which comes in between, so I'll just show it, let me show it in blue color. Whatever is the equivalent which comes in between from B, that resistance will come here in series with 220. So that is the equivalent between R1 and 100. Okay, so let me that will come in series with 220. So let me do that here. So I'll go back to code, and then I will say 220 plus the delta to star combination, which is between R1 and 100. Of course 68 also is needed as the third this thing. So if I do this, so what I have done by up to here is that I have calculated the equivalent, between this 100 and R1, that will come here. So that's what we just calculated, and that I am adding to 220. So this branch is done. Next, down, if you see on the right this circuit, there is a 330 also. So the 330 is still there. So the 330 will become in series with the branch which comes here. Okay, so between R1 and 68, whatever it comes, that resistance will come here. So this is basically the star point. We used letter E for that, remember. So now what is this resistance? So this is nothing but delta to star combination with R1 and 68 as the first two parameters. So that's what I'll count, and these two in turn are parallel with each other. So this branch and this branch are parallel with each other. So again, let me do that here. So what I'm doing, I'll just say comma, I'll take 330 in the other branch, and then here I'll give 68 first and then 100 later, so that the ordering is correct, and this whole two branches are in parallel with each other. So this is what is our the left side part of the circuit. Okay. So of course the one which I forgot, which I made a mistake in conversion, so is on the right here. Okay, so this part, so this is the resistance which is the equivalent star resistance between this 100 and 68. So that resistance, then finally I have D point here and A point is anyway here, this is A. So I will get the RAD just by adding this in series. Okay, so let's go back and try to do that. So to this, basically I have to add the delta to star combination, okay, of 68 and 100 with R1 as a third parameter. That is how we have written the function. This, if everything is correct, is our overall RAD resistance, for which we are making this separate video. Let's give a print statement and then let's see. Hope that there's no mistake in whatever I've done here. Let's execute and see what is the expected value of RAD. So if I go here, expected value is 175, 176 to be precise, 176.01 something I remember from the video. So let's see whether we get that. Okay, if my code is correct, it should work. Execute, and here remember the printing, first RAD will be printed and followed by all other things. Okay, so execute. Yes, so here I'm getting RAD printed and it is exact as we expect, 176.01. I did not make that mistake. So that's it. We have calculated all the parameters using the program. Okay. See, if I had forgotten this last step, see, I delete this step actually. This last addition step I delete. Now if I execute, so I'll get RAD as 162.43. That was the 162.43 exactly. That's what I mistakenly calculated earlier because I missed that step. Okay. Now if I go back and if I say undo, hopefully that mistaken, I mean the eliminated step came back, and now if I execute, so again I'll get the correct value. So with this I think we have come to one end. So this is the code. So maybe I'll try to share the link of this code somewhere. So let's see, this share button may work, and I'll try to put it in the description for those who are interested to get this code. And here is the circuit. We have calculated the resistance of all the branches, and then here is the measured, calculated, and coded. Okay, so middle is measured, right is calculated, left is the coded values. All are matching with each other. Everything is going fine. We are happy, and with that, I think this section, I mean the playlist will still continue, but then this particular analysis of this particular circuit we will stop here, and we will take up something else, and we'll move forward. thank you for patiently watching all these videos in sequence. And if you are if this whole thing interests you, please like this video, and please subscribe, and please share it with your friends. With that, I'll conclude here. Thank you.